Hello to all my fellow plebs out there. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Friday, so I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Finish up the last day of work for you. I got to go into work here in a few hours and knock out my last day for the week and enjoy my 2 days off as a plebbing through society. Today I'm gonna go ahead cover a little bit on the People's Convoy. I don't know if my channel gets shut down for this. I've heard that people that are covering this are getting their channels shut down. But we're gonna go ahead read this article I found here. My thoughts on the convoy, though, I actually stand with them. I think a lot of the coverage, probably this article even included, is a bunch of bullshit. They keep trying to say that it's all about the COVID and the mandates and the mask mandates, and it's not even about all that. I mean, yeah, that's a small part of it. The main thing is that emergency order that Biden just extended, that Trump declared, that I don't think we really need to be under a state of emergency anymore. That was a bunch of bullshit. See what else is going on with this. The masks. Oh, yeah, and all the regulations like the deaf and stuff needed for the semis and all that going on in California. We got supply chain crisis going on, and they're still worried about this going green bullshit. And instead of getting shit moving and figuring this out, my dad said that most of the semis that you come across on the road are all broken down, mostly due to the deaf system. I drive, like I said the other day in a video, I drive about 28 miles round trip. And I probably see it almost at least two to four semis on the little 7-mile strip I'm on the interstate, usually pulled over with their hazards on for some issue. My dad said it's probably their deaf system recharging, and he said they usually have to sit there and they do something about that recharge, and then if they're lucky, they're able to take off after that. And most times, I guess they need to have a tow and they need to do something back at the shop, and then they can get back and going. So it's just a bunch of bullshit with the regulations and just where this country is headed in general. I think more people need to stand up, back these truckers. Me personally, if I wasn't working full time, I would love to be doing a lot better coverage than I am currently. My channel does look a little rough right now. Like I said, I'm working full time, so yeah, this weekend I'm gonna spend a little bit of time, work on my background a little bit. I'm probably gonna be buying a house here shortly in the next few months, so I'm not really concerned about how my channel looks. So if that's scaring you away, fuck you too. So let's go ahead and get into this fucking article and let's see what we got going on. Now I'm a little peppy today. So anyways, the People's Convoy faces April 7th deadline to vacate Hagerstown Speedway, seeks new area base. So let's just see how much bullshit's really in this article. I can't even... it's... Okay, it was the Herald, I guess. I was trying to see who wrote this, but yeah, it's the Herald Mail Media, I guess, is the one that wrote this article. The Herald Mail, Dave Rhodes. All right. The People's Convoy, bivouacked at the Hagerstown Speedway for the past few weeks, is now making a different kind of move besides its almost daily caravan of big rigs, campers, and cars running to the nation's capital to protest mandates meant to control COVID-19. See, like this right here, that's just bullshit. It's not just the mandates. I mean, there's more to it than just these fucking mandates. If you're going to cover this story, at least cover the truth. The entire encampment has to vacate the part of the speedway it has occupied since March 3rd to make way for Saturday's first race of the season, and it must leave the facility entirely by April 7th, Speedway General Manager Lisa Plessinger said Wednesday. The group began movement Wednesday to another part of the speedway that won't interfere with the races and plans to stay at the facility until a different base of operations can be found in the area, according to Mike Landis, one of the convoy organizers. We're going to stay here until we find a spot that's suitable for us that we can all agree on, he said in a Wednesday interview with the Herald Mail, adding that the group is considering locations of Virginia that would have easy access to the Capital Beltway. I would guess that they're probably not going to Virginia. I know that they're not really giving out their future plans at all because the police were kind of using that against them and stuff, so I don't think they're really telling anybody what's going on. And if they are telling people, it's probably not the truth. Nothing had been decided Wednesday, and there was no mention of a move to another location during Friday morning's live stream meeting of convoy participants. Like I said, yeah, they ain't going to be telling these people shit. Landis said the group plans to continue its rolling protest into the Washington, D.C. area until the mission is accomplished to end the COVID-19 state of emergency declared under the National Emergencies Act in March 2020 by President Donald Trump and extended most recently by President Joe Biden on February 18th. That's what I was talking about. The real, at least this is true. At least, yeah. That is a big truthful part right here. That they're wanting that Emergencies Act to end. Here we got my boy Cruz riding around. Resolution sponsored by Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas to accomplish that passed the U.S. Senate by one vote, but hasn't come up for consideration in the Democratic-controlled House and faces a threatened veto by Biden, according to Brian Braze, another convoy organizer. While convoy leaders found support for their cause in meetings with some Republican lawmakers, such as U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, Texas, who came to Hagerstown to lead the convoy on March 10th, Braze blamed partisan bickering for inaction on what should be a nonpartisan issue. When the only ones that are meeting with you are Republicans, it automatically makes it like it's a right-leaning movement, he said. And while there might be a majority of right-leaning individuals in the convoy, it's not a right or left issue. This is an American issue. He and Landis stated that convoy participants come from all belief systems and walks of life, including Biden supporters and people who are vaccinated and wearing masks. Yeah, that's another false thing, too, is they keep saying that it's all, all anti-vaxxers are out there, and that's not even true. A lot of them do have the vaccine, because like I said, it's not really anything to do with the vaccine itself. It's just all the regulations and mandates and just all the bullshit that us Americans should not be facing as free citizens of this country. Speakers at convoy meetings and rallies, as well as participants themselves, have repeatedly stated that they are trying to get the message to government officials that they oppose mandates. Those gathering often end with the crowd chanting in unison that those officials must remember that they work for us. Participants state they are committed to their cause. Braze and Landis said one man quit his job and cashed in his 401k to stay with the convoy. Others, such as owner-operated truckers, are tapping in their savings to meet personal expenses such as truck and mortgage payments while they're with convoy and not working. Freedom takes sacrifice, Braze said. It doesn't have to be the blood of patriots to water the tree. Who is funding the convoy's activities? Meanwhile, donations keep the convoy rolling, organizers said. If you want to go ahead, make a donation, I believe this would be a good place. So, right here would be a good spot. I'll keep that up there for a second if anybody wants to jot that down. Going tomorrow to pick up 360 dozen eggs donated by a local egg farm for us for breakfast, Landis said Wednesday. A commissary set up under the Speedway grandstand has provided donated groceries, toiletries, clothing, and other items free of charge for participants. Volunteers have been cooking free hot meals in the facility's concession stand. Will there be racing at the Hagerstown Speedway? The Northeast Convoy began rolling into the Speedway on March 3rd, joined by the People's Convoy that arrived from California the next day. The group has occupied the main parking area at the front and west side of the Speedway at the main entrance since. General Manager Lisa Plessinger said Wednesday that was no problem while the Speedway was still closed for the season, but with Saturday's opening day race, the convoy will have to move everything to a roughly equal-sized space at the other side of the Speedway that isn't needed just yet. Convoy will also have to occupy that space to accommodate a race scheduled for April 2nd if it hasn't found an alternate location to move to by then. The convoy must vacate entirely by April 7th, Plessinger said, so the Speedway staff has time to prepare for when the entire 56-acre facility is needed for the Lucas Oil Late Models race scheduled for April 9th. I'm sure them boys in the Lucas Oil Late Models probably wouldn't mind the convoy being there if there was room, but that must just not be enough space. Plessinger said earlier that she wasn't charging the convoy rent and was only being reimbursed for expenses such as gravel to fill potholes in the main parking area caused by the constant movement of vehicles. Reports of convoy's presence at the Speedway streamed to to a broad audience on the internet might promote the facility, she said, which this year is marking its 75th anniversary. There's a good possibility that we're reaching people who aren't racing fans to begin with. Would be some new faces in the crowd, she said. So that would be a good thing. So yeah, it is probably bringing some decent publicity to this track. Probably a lot of patriotic Americans in that area will probably just travel, or at least within that area or not too far away from that area will probably travel and, like she said, put their face in the crowd and spend money and on the gate admission, maybe some food and merchandise and whatever else the track sells. So yeah, that should at least help the track. I'm glad that they're not charging the Convoy any rent for this. It seems like there's some good patriotic American people, and I hope all of you plebs out there watching us try and support them if you can, if you're down in that area. If you made it this far, please go ahead, hit that subscription button. Please become my 6th pleb member here, and I'd greatly appreciate that. And let's grow this channel. I'm not sure if I have another video today. I still got time. If I can find another article that's controversial like this one, I might go ahead and throw another article up too. I thought I was just going to do this one, but I might have time for one more. So you guys all have a great Friday. Hope you guys enjoy your day, and have a good one, all my fellow plebs.